welcome. I'd like to just do a little bit of breathing practices today and then one big pose. We're not gonna probably be completely warmed up for this posture. So if you feel like you need to warm up a little bit more, then feel free to go ahead and do that. But I would like to start with just a little seated meditation. Go ahead and take a little blankie and come and sit up on that. Folded edge in towards the inside of the mat. Roll the shoulders back and sit right on the edge of that blanket. Bring one foot in front of the other instead of sickling the ankles. See if you can just keep one foot in front and then just place the hands either on your knees or in your lap. Sit up nice and tall, rock the pelvis forward and back, finding a really nice space for your sacral area, your pelvis. If you sit behind the sits bones, it's going to be a little bit of an arch in the low back. If you sit on your sits bones, you might have some tightness in the pelvis. And if you sit just in front, kind of not overspilling the pelvis, but just giving it some space. Elongate through the spine, bring awareness to the tailbone, and imagine you're being pulled all the way up like a little marionette string, pulling your head up, lengthening, lengthening, lengthening up. Heart lifts, shoulders roll down and back, and chin tucks in slightly. I invite you to close the eyes down if that feels good. And just notice where you're breathing. What moves, what expands. Place the right hand on the belly and the left hand on the heart. Just feeling that breath moving in and out of the nostrils. And really trying to push the breath down into the belly nice and deep. Feeling that expansion in the waist, in the belly, the lower abdominals. Maybe all the way down towards the pubic bone, way down in this low, low belly area. Maybe also feeling the movement in the chest beneath the left hand. And just taking a moment to just settle in and calm before we get into this dynamic posture. And try to allow the breath to come into the nose on the inhale and leave through the mouth through the nose on the exhale. And see about equal breathing. Equal breath in to the breath out. So if you're inhaling to the count of 4, see if you can also exhale to the count of 4. And blink the eyes open. Bring the hands down. We're going to use that little blanket to pad the knees as we come onto hands and knees. So bring the blanket down. Folded edge is always towards the front so that this ragged edge here of the yoga blanket doesn't interfere with our posture. All right, let's line up in table position. Spread the fingers wide. Wrists are stacked underneath the shoulders. If you have some wrist pain, feel free to bring them just a little bit ahead. Otherwise, align the wrist under the shoulders. And bring the left hand just under the face and a little bit ahead. we're going to take the left leg back. So we're just spinning it back here. And we're going to come onto the inside edge of that right foot, that inner arch right here. We're going to plant that on the earth and we're going to reach the right arm all the way up to the sky. Grow nice and long from fingertips to the palm of the left hand. If you'd like, you can come onto fingertips on the left hand. Reach and expand. And then take that hand, the right hand, over the head. Look up. A little bit of a back bend here. Feel that expansion in the right lower lungs. If that's a little much on your fingertips, feel free to bring the hand down and reach that right arm back and take the right foot with it. Coming onto the toes of the left foot to stabilize. A little bit of an arch here. Feel that expansion in the front of the hip, front of the quadriceps. And then whenever we expand, we know we're going to need to contract. So go ahead and bring that arm down. And instead of bringing like elbow to knee, we're just going to kind of fold into ourselves here and extend the left foot out. Little toe touch here, and then inhale, reach it back up. Open up, take that left leg back as far as feels comfortable. Big breath here, and as you exhale, bring it all in. Toe taps, and then expansion. And then bring it all in. Let the toes tap. One more time. Take that right leg back. Reach that right arm back. And then come all the way down. Have a seat on your blanket. Take a big breath in. And an open mouth exhale. Sit with that sensation for a moment. Just noticing how you've expanded through the core, through the abdominal region. The heart might be beating a little bit more from that exertion. Bring the right hand to the belly, left hand to the heart again. Equal out your breathing. Maybe to the count of 4 or 6. And then blink the eyes open, and we'll do the other side. So go ahead and place the hands down. I always like to flip my blanket. It just seems more padded when I can bring my knees right to that folded edge. And always pad the knees, even if you don't feel like you need to. It's always nice as a proactive versus a reactive with the knees hitting onto a hard surface. Bring the right hand just underneath the face. The right leg goes back, okay? I like to be on my tippy toes. You can keep the toes flat if you like. I like to have the support of a kickstand. And then lift that left leg and bring that left arm up. The left inner arch is planted on the earth with the side of the foot and also the bottom of the foot. Lift up, maybe gaze up towards your left thumb. And then here we go, reach it over the head. Take that left leg back a little bit. And then lean back, open up, expansion. Get into the left lungs. A little bit of a back bend here. Pull out of the waist. Lean back, keep breathing. Smile. And then with this openness, this expansion, there's going to be a contraction. So as we exhale, just bring the left hand down like we're going to bring knee to elbow, but instead you're going to tap the toes to the front and then open back up. Big breath in. And exhale, bring the hand down like you're going to touch knee to elbow, but bring the toes out. Touch, open up, expand, and bring it all together. Toes touch, And then this time, expand it open, hold here, don't hold the breath, keep breathing. And then exhale, bring the left hand down. Bring the knees back together, parallel. Let the top of one foot rest to the arch of the other, and have a seat. Ooh, feel the breath. Let out some exhales. Get that carbon dioxide out. Whew. Just be aware of the sensations that are going on in the body. What's going on in that mind of yours? Note to yourself, was that challenging? Was that easy? Is it just right? Bring hands to heart center. Bow your head in honor of yourself. Say thank you for getting the courage up, having the courage to move forward on your mat with new experiences, with awareness, and with the mind-body connection. Thank you all for joining me today. I'll see you next time.